So some of you might have seen that there's a few posts going around about some raffles. Specifically, these raffles are for the Hand in Hand Foundation. Now, the prizes for these raffles are, well, the first of the two is to win a drive in a real rally car at a real rally. It's a rear-wheel drive Mitsubishi Lancer. It's a classic rally car. And the second raffle is to win one of four prizes. First prize being a signed panel of Ross Duncanton's WRX from Rally Wet Sundays. The second prize is a $100 fuel card. Third prize is a care car bucket, and the fourth prize is a box of chocolates. Pricing for the tickets in those raffles are different. So for the first raffle with the rally car, the ticket pricing is $10 per ticket. For the second raffle, the pricing is $2 per ticket, or 3 for $5. All proceeds from this raffle will be going to the Hand in Hand Foundation. Please get behind this cause. Please buy as many tickets as you can. And to sort of give you an idea of what this organisation is all about, we sat down and had an interview with Kaz. Kaz, tell me a little bit about what's going on here.
Oh, what's going on here? Well, this is Hand in Hand Fighting Brain Cancer. The charity was established after my husband Mike passed away. He obviously was diagnosed with brain cancer, and during his hate the word journey, he realised that young children were suffering what he was suffering. So he just couldn't handle knowing that they were going through the same as what he was going through. So he wanted to help them. So we thought of ways that we could help, but obviously, we're going through our own thing. So yeah, after he passed away, a month after he passed, this little vision all come into my mind, and here I am.
So with your organisation, is your organisation's goal, obviously you have many goals you want to achieve, but is the primary focus on supporting those who are going through the process, or is the goal?
Correct. So one of the things that we found, so myself and Mike we're so isolated. So, not to discriminate against any other cancer, because any disease diagnosis is not good. However, brain cancer, there's just limited support, and it's getting more recognition now, but back from, only 3 years ago, there's no support groups, there's, no little pink ribbons, there's no clinics that you can go to. You sort of find yourself Googling, so connecting with people online, because there's just no one there, and you sort of meet people through oncology, and you sort of bunch together, and sadly one by one they pass away. And so we want more care-based services. So ultimately, yes, we want a cure, and we will put money towards helping institutions, for research. But ultimately, right now, we want to help these families. So yeah.
And how would one donate to the cause? Is there like a process you go through, or what?
Yeah. So Hand in Hand Fighting Brain Cancer has a website. We also have a Facebook page where you can donate. On the web page, you can do a direct donation through PayPal. You can also contact myself through the webpage. And of course, every purchase of our little Mikey the Martians, not only do they, encourage people to upload them onto their social media, because it is spreading awareness, which is what we need. We need more awareness of brain cancer. And, every time, one Mikey the Martian, $20, means, 4 children get a little Mikey in their little arms to hug, and, little comfort toy, I guess. It's not going to take away anything, but it will put a smile on their face. And we're all about smiles at Hand in Hand. That's the least we can do.
That's fantastic. So tell me a little, that's obviously every single person on here has got a story.
Yeah. So briefly, we've got beautiful Kimberly over here. I met Kimberly's husband Michael online. They're from the United States. Kimberly has since passed. She passed out after Mike, diagnosed with GBM, glioblastoma, multiform brain cancer. And Michael, her husband Michael, and I connected and supported each other through our journeys. And as a result of the relationship that we established, they have now started a charity overseas, little by little. So yeah, in honour of Kimberly and to do exactly what we're doing here. So that's Kimberly. Beautiful Kai. Kai has since passed away. His father Jamie has since remarried and has got 2 beautiful little boys as well. Jono is the father of one of our directors, Callie. He passed away with GBM brain cancer. Little Brookie here. She is our little mascot behind the charity. Sadly, we lost her last year. She just turned 2. Positive out of that. Mum and Dad and her 2 little brothers, they've just welcomed a new little baby, and ironically he was born on the day that, a year to the day that Brookie passed away. So actually I don't know if it was passed away, whether it was her birthday, so correct me if I'm wrong, but the positive out of the negative. But BJ down here, BJ is from Melbourne. Mm-hmm. Sadly, he's not with us anymore, but his mum Meredith helps our foundation a lot to honour her beautiful son. But here's the great thing, Alex over here. Alex is our miracle boy. So Alex has beaten the 5-year, he survived 5 years. It's come at a price, his eyesight is gone, he's partially deaf, but that little boy there, I guarantee you spend 5 minutes with him, completely changes you. He's an inspiration. So yeah, anyway, that's just some of our families, but yeah, unfortunately out of all of that, we only have Alex. So yeah.
Intense.
Very,
very intense.
Oh, and obviously, how could I forget? And Mike. Yeah.
All right, so you mentioned that you're reading out a book. Now, I understand that that's actually about little Cooper here. Do you want to tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so Cooper was 6 years old when he passed away. He had DIPG brain cancer, so don't get me to say it, it's a long word. But I didn't have the honour or privilege of meeting him, but I did get to meet his parents, Amanda and Michael, and ironically they received our first ever Mikey the Martian. So I went up to Harvey Bay and did a walk for brain cancer for the Cure Brain Cancer Foundation, and in honour of Cooper. And yeah, so we just instantly had a connection, Amanda, Michael and I, and just the little Mikey, and the first Mike's wish to hug kids, and it was just a little moment. So yeah, so we've based this book, children's book, and Cooper is our main character. The book it's a hard read. Obviously it's a children's book, but it shows the journey from diagnosis to all the way through the treatment. So it's just something the parents can read to the children diagnosed with brain cancer. And it was one thing that Amanda and Michael were saying that they didn't have when their son was diagnosed. Like, how do you explain to your child that, you're going to have this radiation mask, or, needles, or you're changing and this is the new you and you can't go out and play like you used to, or you're now confined to a wheelchair, or whatever their side effects may be from their treatment. So we're hoping, the goal is to raise enough funds to give out care packs where families like Cooper's get a care pack, and it'll have the children's book, it'll have the Mikey Martian for the hugs and the comfort, it'll have a blanket for the chemo, and it'll have financial assistance with fuel cards, grocery cards, whatever we can fill these packs up with, just to help the families in the initial stages. And hopefully by then we'll have some brain cancer clinics or something. We're aiming big, but yeah, for now we need money to give to our families.
Of course.
That's ultimately what it is. Yeah.
And do you have a target you're trying to reach every year, or?
We are aiming this year, we're halfway through, but we want $500,000. Where 1,600 people are diagnosed with brain cancer in just Australia a year. So, you know, the statistics are not good. And I mentioned before, we don't want to take away hope. Mike always said, you know, give me 1% hope, and you know, that's all I need to keep going. So treatments are changing, clinical trials are available. Mike was a world first for a clinical trial. That was his hope. Sadly for him, it wasn't successful, but I do believe that immunotherapy is the way for the future. And that's where they're heading with brain cancer. So the more funds we get, the more chance we have of, you know, providing better care, better treatment options, and hopefully, you know, seeing more of like little Alex over there where they're surviving. So that's the goal. Dig deep. Yeah.
Definitely. So, hand in hand, where the heck did you come up with that name from?
Wow. I said you weren't going to get me to cry, so I'll try my best to tell you without the choking up. So these photos here, I'm not sure if your camera can pick it up, but it shows my son, my eldest son Mike, and younger son Geordie, and obviously Mike and I, and we're all hand in hand. So this particular photo here was taken the day before Mike passed away. So we were walking down, we went on a road trip. We left hospitals behind us and headed towards memories and great conversations. So we were walking down to a waterhole, and Mike and I actually had a bit of a swim, and it was just such a struggle. But because of his vision loss, everything was hand in hand. You know, I always had to, I was his eyes. So I guess in those last 4 weeks, he always had somebody guiding him. He wasn't completely blind, but he could only just see there. So yeah, so how was the charity named? I'd come up with some intelligent name. I think it was something like, you know, Brain Cancer Foundation, because I thought, you know, business, people have to know about brain cancer, just make it clean cut, blah, blah, blah. And I can remember walking out of the kitchen at the time just going, it just doesn't feel personal. It just didn't feel right. And I just looked out, and it was just, you know, one of those moments, like, light bulb moment. I just looked out and saw those pictures, and the penny dropped. And I went hand in hand, and then I put my hand over my hand. And I don't know if anyone can see, but if you put your hand over your hand, like that, it actually makes the cancer ribbon. So, yeah, it's a little teary moment, and it was like eyes up to the heavens above. I went, that's it. And yeah, that's how the charity got its name, after those photos. And anyone going through any cancer journey would know that you're always holding hands, as well as, you know, the second meaning behind it is we don't want to compete with other charities. We want to work hand in hand. So yeah, that's how we got our name.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching. It was a very tough video to do, but we're very proud to be behind this cause. And don't forget that raffle is still going on. Please buy as many tickets as you can. Please support this cause. It is a great charity, and as you heard, they're doing great things, and they really want to make a difference. So dig deep, help out, buy a ticket in the raffle for the rally car. Remember, they're $10 a ticket. Or alternatively, there is the second raffle where you could win a number of different prizes, and that's $2 per ticket. We will put links in the description below for anyone who wants to find out how to get involved with those raffles. And of course, there are those links in the description as well to donate to the Hand in Hand Fighting Brain Cancer charity as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video.